What's up, you guys? It's Ash Linsky, and today I'm doing something that I want to talk about because it's bothering me. So we were just watching YouTube in the other room, and there was this 30-second clip from the new Power Rangers trailer. And my husband was like, "Wait, that was Power Rangers?" We were both really confused because, me personally, I have the deepest connection with Power Rangers. Power Rangers was like the big thing when I was a kid. I was born in '92, so they were really starting to, pick up speed with Mighty Morphin Power Rangers when I was young. And I had everything. I had action figures. I had pillows, blankets. I want to say I had all the costumes, but really, I had the pink costume and I had the White Ranger costume. I had Saba, the White Ranger's little lion talking blade. I think I had the Green Ranger thing. I had all the original Japanese Zords, which I can prove that I still have those. My parents have them at their house, actually. Mint condition, only opened and put stickers on, put them back in, never touched them. So I have a really deep connection with Power Rangers. And we were watching this 30-second clip, and I'm like, that looks nothing like what I know. And yeah, I understand, new generation, whatever, reintroduce, reboot, whatever. But I want to watch this new trailer. It's like a minute-long trailer. It's called an All-Star trailer. I want to watch it, break it down, give my thoughts, give my opinions, because I have many of them. And I didn't want to make this, but I was just sitting out there, and I'm like, if I do not literally go and make this video right now, it's going to bother me all day, and it's just going to eat at me. I'm going to have all these feelings and pent-up aggression over it, and I need to get it out. So, first off, I'm going to mute it, and I'm going to replay it. I'm going to break it down. So, from my memory, and I'm sure my memory is wrong, but from my understanding when I was growing up, Power Rangers were your average everyday kids. Kimberly, I remember Kimberly. It was Kimberly, Billy, Trini, Adam. No, Zach. Zach was the first Black Power Ranger. And then the main guy, which was Rocky. So they were all pretty normal. They all went to the same school in Angel Grove, which was in California. They each had their own thing. Like, Billy was a nerd. Rocky was athletic. Kimberly was a gymnast. Trini, I don't remember what Trini had a background in martial arts too, and Zach had a background in martial arts, but he used it for dancing and for breakdancing and stuff like that. So they all already had a little bit of skill. They already kind of knew how to fight a little bit. It looks like in this trailer they have nothing like that. They're just regular kids, and then they find this spaceship. Now, honestly, I don't remember how they first turned into Power Rangers and how that came about. I probably should rewatch the series because I have it on DVD. I should probably rewatch it though. But I don't think they were like, oh, aliens. I don't think that was their first thought. I hope not. But this, where they're like, oh, we're unnaturally strong. The kids in the original series were not unnaturally strong. They were very average, basic. I mean, sure, I'm sure a lot of this has to do with technology advancing and being able to do more things and cool stuff and whatever, but the story that I know, I don't want to say as a 90s kid because that sounds ridiculous and I hate that phrase, but as somebody who grew up with the Power Rangers, this doesn't make me want to go watch the movie because it's like, you're changing it. They weren't unnaturally strong. They were your average kids. And over time, once they became the Power Rangers and they understood things and they were learning as they went, they were training more with Rocky. They were, doing little things here and there with Kimberly. And even Billy, I think, he geared up and went to the gym with Zach and Rocky and all that. So, especially that, the whole being able to jump across like Superman. Come on, the kids did not do that. The craziest thing they did was flip off a boulder, like a small boulder. It was like, here's the boulder, here's the ground. They did a small flip and landed. That's the craziest thing they did. And Zordon. Can I talk about Zordon for a second? I love that they have Bryan Cranston playing Zordon. That was a great idea. But this looks really weird. I just remember Zordon being the tank, like a floating head in a tank, like a mythical kind of thing. Now it looks like the Matrix. I don't know. That's the first thing I think of when I see this is the Matrix, or one of those like toys that you put your hand in and it makes the imprint of your hand. Like, this is really weird. I do kind of like the new suits. They've grown on me because I've been seeing, like, when I go to Target, I saw that they have like um obviously they have promotional stuff. Like, I saw glasses with the new Power Rangers on. I've seen like drinking glasses, and I've seen I think I saw a book and a T-shirt. So the suits are growing on me. I like them. They're neat looking. They remind me of the movie Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie. Those suits, how they had like the gleam to them. They look kind of like leathery. And they're also accepting at first. In the TV show, they were not that accepting at first. A couple of them were, but everybody else was kind of like, I don't want this. This is weird. I don't want to. And then the putties would come, and they'd be like, okay, well, we have to. We have to do this. And then eventually, probably a couple episodes in, they were like, okay, we have to do this. Like, this, we're stuck with this. This is our burden and our responsibility now. Rita Repulsa. They did a 180 on what she looks like. Granted, I think she looks cool, but she looks nothing like the old Rita Repulsa. Old Rita Repulsa had like this cool, like, I don't even know how to explain it. It looked like a gown. She had this wonderful headpiece, and it was just very iconic for Power Rangers. Like, Rita Repulsa was the iconic, and she had her buddy Goldar, and I'm thinking that's what that was supposed to be, maybe, because I heard Goldar was going to be in the movie. Like, if that's supposed to be Goldar, it's crazy. Goldar went big one time, got his ass whooped, and never did it again. And the Zords, I don't know how I feel about the Zords. They're not that bad. This. I think this is what spurred my anger in the living room. Because I'm like, what the hell is that? Is that Alpha 5? Alpha 5 in the original series was a robot. He was a robot because Billy used to fix him. And help him do tune-ups and stuff. And he would help him around the command center. Oh my god. He's an alien now, though. It sounds like it's all aliens now. It's not just like, hey, this is an unexplainable thing. Let's just roll with it. It's aliens. I love that. That was the best part of it, I think, for me when I was younger. It was like, it didn't run away with the idea of aliens or creatures or monsters. It was just, here's this thing. You have it, you know? It looked like a putty, too. If that's what the putties are gonna look like, that's crazy. And this is, by the way, this is not a sponsored video, obviously. I just needed to get it out. I will probably put this under the hashtag that it says it's Morphin Time there. Yeah, the movie comes out March 24th. I probably will not see it. One of the things I kept up with was the production and all that, and yeah, they were always asking like, oh, let's see, maybe they'll bring back the other cat, like the original cast, like the original. Obviously, they can't bring back the original Yellow Ranger. She unfortunately passed away. I think she was in a car accident when she was, I don't know, a couple of years ago, something like that. I do remember that. But everybody else is still around. Everybody else is still doing things. And then there was the rumor about the Green Ranger. Oh, is the Green Ranger going to be in this movie? Oh, are they going to introduce a Green Ranger in this movie? And I personally was like, yeah, Green Ranger, bring on a Green Ranger, because Green Ranger was my favorite Ranger, or green and white, whatever. The whole storyline of the Green Ranger was great. Turning into the White Ranger, you know, going from being a troll, being dark, to turning it into something good, and, you know, helping the forces good, and becoming an actual Power Ranger. And I personally even met Jason David Frank. He's a very nice guy. He he's so passionate about, everything Power Rangers, his fans, his I think he does like um he actually does like fighting and stuff. I know he did UFC fighting for a short time. He's a really, really cool dude. And I know he's been kind of like putting on Instagram stuff about the new movie. And I'm like, oh, I hope you're in it. And then like everybody's saying no, he was not invited to be in it. Which that sits with me so wrong. I'm sure they have their reasons, whatever, and I'm sure if he was invited, he has his reasons he didn't want to do it, or maybe he did do it, or maybe he couldn't find time. I don't know, but either way, that's just yeah. I don't want to make this video too rambly. I just had to get it out because the Power Rangers are such a fond childhood memory of mine. And, from like the age of probably 3 or 4 up until probably 10 or 12, it was a big thing in my life. Because it was Mighty Morphin, and then after that, I think after Mighty Morphin it was Turbo, and after Turbo it went Zeo, and that was as far as I ever went with it. But it was a big thing growing up for me, and seeing them trying to revive it, trying to bring it back, do something new with it, I just don't know how I feel about it. So, as usual, if you enjoyed this video, please let me know by giving me a thumbs up or drop me a comment down below. And remember to subscribe because I make new content every single day. You don't want to miss it. And I'll see you in the next one.